A pleasant good evening and welcome into the UNG Soccer Complex at Lynn Cottrell Park as we get ready for Peach Belt Conference men's soccer action between the Clayton State University Lakers and the University of North Georgia Nighthawks on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Dahlonega on the North Georgia Sports Link. Walker McCrary, the NSN crew on hand for this one, which should be a very interesting game. These two teams met just a few weeks ago when the Lakers took the win. The Nighthawks on the losing end, but starting to get back to full strength is North Georgia as Donovan Odier back on the field and scoring a goal earlier this week. Take a commercial break. When we return, starting lineups here from Dahlonega on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sonia McLean, broker of Red Rooster Realty. Come check out our new location. It's this old farmhouse built in the 1930s that we were able to preserve and yet still turn it into our new office. We are a full-service real estate company. We work with buyers and sellers and would love to speak with you if you are in the market. Our new location is 80 Bell Street, Hiawassee, Georgia, or you can give us a call at 706-896-1225. We look forward to speaking with you.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves. Our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come. at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
All right, Joyride Beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. God, I'm good.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics. Pre-game starting lineups brought to you by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Nighthawk Athletics. First for Clayton State, head coach Pete Peterson. He will not be in attendance tonight as he is serving a suspension. So it'll be Jordan Davis manning the sidelines for the Lakers. They will go with Theo Blachon in between the posts. The senior out of Saint-Étienne, France, has been a mainstay for the Lakers in between the posts over his career. Isami Takeuchi, Lewis Green, Alex Ituria, Gio Rios, Isaac Pimenta, Brad Kay, Joel McElroy, Christian Ransom, Sam Robinson, and Victor Delgado. The rest of the starting 11 for the Lakers. Be on the lookout for Brad Kay up top. And if Lewis Green gets one more yellow card, he will be serving a suspension. He currently sits on 4 yellows. For the Nighthawks of North Georgia, under head coach Pat Paris, in between the posts will be number 1, Benjamin Kempfer. Also in the starting 11, Michael Walsh, Elwin Osiedu, Gustavo Alencar, Victor Galterio, Donovan Odier back on the field here in Dahlonega for the first time in quite a while, having nursing back injury. Gabriel Campora, Santiago Jimenez, Joel Copes, Benjamin Elgueta, and Casper Rasmussen. The rest of the starting 11 for the Nighthawks of North Georgia. Donovan Odier are currently sitting tied for 4th in the league in goals scored with 6, one behind the top of the leaderboard for the Peach Belt Conference. One last commercial break. When we return, we'll have the opening kick from Dahlonega. Nighthawks and Lakers coming your way after these messages on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sonia McClain, broker of Red Rooster Realty. Come check out our new location. It's this old farmhouse built in the 1930s that we were able to preserve and yet still turn it into our new office. We are a full-service real estate company. We work with buyers and sellers and would love to speak with you if you are in the market. Our new location is 80 Bell Street, Hiawassee, Georgia, or you can give us a call at 706-896-1225. We look forward to speaking with you.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa. It could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
All right, Joyride Beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. I'm good.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics. Final moments before kickoff here in Dahlonega as North Georgia and Clayton State get ready to do battle on the pitch here at the University of North Georgia in the UNG Soccer Complex at Lynn Cottrell Park. Nighthawks and Lakers. The Lakers will be wearing their navy and orange kits, while North Georgia will wear their all whites. Ben Kempfer in between the posts for the Nighthawks wearing all red. Theo Blachon in all orange for Clayton State here tonight. Should be a fun one. Clayton State winners back at the Peach Belt opener for North Georgia. As the final horn sounds, we get set for kick. North Georgia will move from right to left as we look at it. They will have the opening touch. It was actually the road opener in Peach Belt play for North Georgia. 4-2 was the final score in that one, as there's the whistle, and we are underway here in Dahlonega. Glad you decided to join us, wherever you're watching us from. Harrison Wright scored the first goal for North Georgia before Ituria, Conway, Ituria, and Rios rattled off 4 straight in the matter of about 20 minutes or so there in Morrow. Darius Dixon also had a goal for the Nighthawks in that match. Throw in for the Lakers. As it'll be Sami Takayuji to throw it in. Far side now for the Lakers as they move it around the back line with Joel McElroy. Now Blashawn will play it back. As it's played up, Asiedu deals with it. And now a foul will be called on North Georgia, and Clayton State will take over possession. Asiedu heads it away. Alan Carr with a touch. Now here comes Galterio. Victor to Jimenez, but he couldn't handle it. Asiedu deals with it well.
Joyride beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead.
Apologize for the technical difficulties. Seem to have our cameras back up and running now as we are passing into the 6th minute here as North Georgia tries to attack. ODA trying to pressure in the 18. He's pushed down, no whistle. He's still down in the 18, and the ball will be played out. Or at least played back to the goalkeeper, Blashon. As ODA back on his feet. No score here in the 6th minute. As Clayton State has possession on the far side. Ball will be sent downfield. Nighthawks playing physical in the middle of the park. This ball is played to Gio Rios. Rios has it taken away. Here comes Elgueta. Elgueta plays it up, looking for... That was Campora who took the shot. It was easily saved. The Nighthawks doing well early in this match of keeping the ball in the attacking third. Elgueta plays the ball into the 18, no runners. Ball played downfield for, it looks like Brad Kay. Now here's Clayton State, and an excellent save there by Benjamin Kempfer. Clayton State trying to attack quickly, and Brad Kay's shot going to go wide right, and North Georgia earns a goal kick. Played short to Copes. Copes going to play it up the far sideline. Settled by Campora up top. Campora pressured very hard by, that's McElroy. Played wide for ODA, back in for Campora. ODA plays the ball down the touchline. It's going to continue to roll and finally trickle out of play. Thrown into Blashon and then right back to one of his defenders, who plays it back to the senior keeper from France. Clayton State just trying to build out of the back. Ball played down to Delgado. It's out of play for, looks like a Nighthawk throw. Here's Alan Carr. Gustavo plays center of the park for Jimenez. Jimenez through a double team, still has possession. Santiago takes a shot from distance. It's high. And an excellent opportunity there for North Georgia as they are on the front foot here early. Here come the Lakers. Delgado tries to keep it in and does. Delgado looking for Rios, center of the park, finds him. Now gives it over to Takeuchi. Here's Rios, out wide for Delgado, down into the corner. Crossed in, dealt with by Walsh, but not particularly well. Delgado working. Now coming towards center. They work the ball in this near corner. Osiedu couldn't keep it. It's Ituria, has it taken away from him, and now it's played long over the top, and Clayton State can settle it on the back line. 10 minutes in, no score. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network, brought to you by the UNG Bookstore, located beside Starbucks in the Chestatee building. Take a look at the save from Kempfer. An excellent shot that Kempfer laid out and dove as Clayton State earned a corner off of it. Free kick taken by Walsh. Campora heads it down in the direction of Rasmussen, and now the ball bounced around. Lakers take it, and a foul going to be called on Odier. Somehow Brad Kay able to stay on it, and now a foul will be called at the top of the circle. A free kick to the Lakers. Just over 20 yards out. This is a dangerous area right in the center. A lot of things that can happen here for Clayton State. They can go for goal. They can play it to either side. One of the more dangerous areas for a free kick to be taken. Nighthawks go with 4 on the wall, now 5 in the wall. We'll see who steps up to take this for Clayton State. Shot will be taken. It's wide right. As the shot there was from, well, it's hard to tell from this angle. That was number 8, Alex Ituria. As Kempfer sets to take the goal kick. Sends this downfield. Alan Carr with the first header. Campora settles it. Tries to push it over to Elgueta. Now Gustavo pressured. Benjamin to Rasmussen. Now Galterio. Galterio has some space. He takes a shot with the right foot and was nowhere near. It was like he tried to put some spin on it and it spun the wrong way. Nighthawks earn the possession momentarily, but now Clayton State takes it back over. Played in toward Rios. Rios settles it on the end line, touches back. Now a cross comes in. Kay with the header, and North Georgia able to deal with it. Out for a Clayton State throw. Shot taken by Clayton State, saved by Kempfer. That shot comes off of the foot. It looks like that was Sam Robinson. And it was. Asiedu will send the ball to the far side now, and Donovan Odier. Now Jimenez sends it over the top. Campora and Galterio both running onto it. Galterio with the first touch, and now being kept off the ball beautifully by Ransom. It'll be a goal kick for Clayton State, and they take it quickly to the Takeuchi as Clayton State just working the ball across the width of the field. Now down to Brad Kay. Kay with some time defended by Copes. Now the Nighthawk defense back. Trying to get the ball now. Ticked over the top to Delgado. Ball at the 6, and Walsh deals with it. It's out for a Clayton State throw. Thrown in, Ituria. Gets it over to Delgado. Delgado's cross comes in. And a goal scored by Clayton State. Lakers take a 1-0 lead. The pass came from Delgado, so he'll get credit for the assist, as the goal was scored by, hard to tell from over here in the press box at this point, as we restart play. That was Isaac Pimenta. So Pimenta gets credit for the goal. Victor Delgado with the assist, and Clayton State an early 1-0 lead in the 16th minute. Ball played over the top. ODA couldn't get there. Now quickly into the attack again. They touch it over to Rios. Rios trying to make something happen. Osiedu does well to slow him down. Now the ball played out wide. Here's Ituria. Touched in, and a shot by Delgado is saved as Kempfer lays out to his right. Kempfer trying to wave everybody down as Brad Kay is going to give pressure and shadow Kempfer. Try and deflect the punt. It's out of play for a Laker throw. Pat Parrish, you could see, less than displeased that Kay was able to defend as he did. Wanting a foul there, and getting one was Clayton State. It'll be a free kick for the Lakers on the far side as the clock runs at 27 and change. Everyone looks to be okay now. Pat Paris going to talk with the center referee, Brandon Adams, as Clayton State prepares for a free kick. Ball played to the near side now. Touched back into the center, as Allen Carr going to get called for the foul. Delgado going to take this free kick. Takes it to the far side, running over, but not going to be able to get there was number 3, Lewis Green. And the Nighthawks will have goal kick. Laker throw in, far side. Brandon Adams tells them to pick up the pace. As the Lakers content to wind a little bit of time off now. Again, with head coach Pete Peterson not on the sidelines today. Allen Carr hassled and draws a foul. So North Georgia will have a free kick right below the press box. Rasmussen takes the free kick, and Blashan just punches it away. Rasmussen tries to send it back in. Galterio was running back, couldn't stay on it, and a foul going to be called on North Georgia. UNG Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network, brought to you by the Smith House Country Store Restaurant and Hotel, located in historic downtown Dahlonega. Out for throw. Nighthawks preparing to make a sub the next opportunity they can. As Kempfer will bottle up that pass and roll it out to Osiedu. Turnover. Dangerous spot. Here come the Lakers. Half space. Crossing over and dealt with beautifully there was Rasmussen to cut off the cross. It'll be a throw for the Lakers. Out for another throw in. Delgado trying to find some space to work, or rather Rios trying to find some space to throw it. Nothing there, and North Georgia takes over with Jimenez, all the space in the world in the middle, and then tried to get it over to Odier, but it was cut off by Green. Lakers on the move, far side, cross comes in, headed up outside of the 18. The Lakers will still be on it here with Delgado, and now back to Takeuchi. Taken away. Here's Campora. Campora tries to get past Blashan, but he was off of his line and read it perfectly. North Georgia trying to attack again. And Jimenez couldn't get past the first line of defense. Far sideline. Crossing to the near side. Kay with a beautiful touch. Rios' shot is in. Clayton State leads it 2-0. So Gio Rios with the goal, assists by Lewis Green and Brad Kay, makes it 2-0 in favor of the visiting Lakers. And Russell Young, the substitution for the Nighthawks. He subbed on for Elwin Osiedu. As Clayton State has come out and jumped on North Georgia here in the first 25 minutes. Nighthawks have had some opportunities, but LaShawn has done well to read things from in between the posts for Clayton State. Here's Alan Carr. Center of the park, Elgueta. Elgueta touches it out wide for Gustavo. Gustavo has Rasmussen overlapping, finds him. Casper had it taken away from him momentarily, and now a foul going to be called on Casper. Much to the dismay of the Nighthawks. Headed back to Kempfer, who rolls it out to Russell Young. Here's Jimenez out to Walsh. Walsh plays it back over to Russell Young, who sends this ball flying to the center circle. Settled, and a long shot taken that time by number 11. That's Pimenta. It's wide left for a goal kick. Not the start that North Georgia had drawn up, but they've trailed in every game at home this year and still have a pretty good record here in Dahlonega. Jimenez finds Galterio. Near side, Alan Carr. Russell Young to Rasmussen. Now back to Michael Walsh. Galterio commits a foul. North Georgia trying to win the ball away. It'll be a North Georgia throw. Galterio leaves it for Jimenez. Elgueta up to Campora. And it'll be a free kick for the Nighthawks after the handball by Clayton State. Elgueta standing over it, as well as Alan Carr. Clayton State not 10 yards back at this point, as the Nighthawks talk about what they want to do here. Elgueta will step back from it. And now Alan Carr asks for Brandon Adams to back up the Lakers to the 10-yard mark. Here comes Gustavo. He'll chip it in with the left foot. Over to Walsh. Walsh's header is easily saved by Blashawn. Not a good pass there from Clayton State. Here come North Georgia. Alencar trying to weave his way down into the corner. Gustavo touches it back to Santiago Jimenez. Now Elgueta has it taken away from him. Here come the Lakers on the break. It's cut off by Alencar. A trio of substitutions await Clayton State. Campora to Odier. Donovan tried to get it in. Elgueta also tried to get something going. Alencar takes a shot. It's well over the crossbar. And now the Lakers can make substitutions. North Georgia also going to make one. Substitutions for both teams. Niall Swan, Junior Odiambo, and Joe Conway for the Lakers, while Harrison Wright comes on for North Georgia. Harrison trying to defend here as ball is off of Kempfer, out for corner kick. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network, brought to you by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Athletics. Kempfer has the ball go between his hands, and he's fouled by Clayton State, so it'll be a free kick for the Nighthawks. We cross into the 33rd minute here in Dahlonega. Elgueta plays over the top, trying to find Galterio. It's a bit strong for the senior from Sao Paulo as LaShawn finds his way to making that stop. Alencar almost takes it away. Now the ball on the near side as Delgado races into the attacking third. Delgado plays it back to Rios. Rios to Sam Robinson. Far side now. Robinson back on the ball. Up to Delgado, who touches it out wide now for Joe Conway. Conway working in the 18. And it's taken away by North Georgia. Alencar tried to chip it up. Clayton State with good defense. They cross it in. Michael Walsh has to deal with another one. It's a throw in for the Lakers. So they get it in quickly to Conway. Now here's Rios. Rios sends a cross in, headed away by Walsh. And the Nighthawks will clear it back out to midfield. Pair of substitutions preparing for North Georgia as they earn a throw, and that will allow for the Nighthawks to send both of those substitutions on. Kevin Lopez and Josh Corlett step on for the Nighthawks. Trying to find that 11 that can make something happen. And try and cut this back to a 2-1 match before halftime. Campora whistled for the foul. Clayton State will quickly put the ball back in play. And another foul called on North Georgia. The foul's piling up. Copes deals with it. JC gets on it. But it's taken away by Delgado, who committed a foul in the process. Nighthawks have been called for 10 fouls so far today. Played over the top, trying to find Lopez, and does. Here's Kevin. Tried to get a little bit fancy with the ball, and it's taken away. Near side now in Takeuchi. Played through beautifully for Niall Swan. Swan tries to get something on it to send a cross in, but good defense by North Georgia. Kempfer able to easily deal with it. Now here's Lopez. Plays back to Russell Young, who's got pressure coming from behind. Taken away by Delgado. A shot taken there, and a great save by Kempfer. The shot by Joe Conway. And Kempfer stood his ground. A foul going to be called on North Georgia. It'll be a free kick for the Lakers. And now players chirping at each other as tensions are starting to rise in this one. Clayton State takes the free kick on the far side. And a foul going to be called this time on Clayton State as the Nighthawks going to take the free kick with Michael Walsh. Ball played long. And then played out for a throw, and the Nighthawks prepare to make some subs. Anton Madsen and Paige Sinclair step on for the Nighthawks with 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Foul going to be called on North Georgia at the top of the box. It'll be a free kick for the Lakers. all Clayton State here in the first half, at least thus far. Into the box and trying to get a crossover. It was taken away by Kempfer. Good defense by Joel Copes. Conway trying to play mind games with Kempfer. There's a foul going to be called on North Georgia again. Nighthawk fouls really starting to pile up here in the first half. 40 minutes gone here in the opening 45. Lakers 2, Nighthawks 0. Near side, Delgado. It's Lopez pressuring. Nighthawks force a turnover. Corlett tried to get it to Campora. And the ball taken away by the Lakers. They look to break on the near side with Takeuchi. Campora pressuring the back line now as it rolls over for McElroy. Walsh to Jimenez. Taken away by Wright. Corlett's going to dribble in center circle, give it over to Russell Young. Coming up at the half, stats from the first half, as well as a look back at one of the latest inductees of the UNG Athletics Hall of Fame. Delgado dribbles into the attacking third, touches it out wide for Swan. Swan tried to cross it in. He'll be out for a throw after it was chopped down. Thrown it in the corner. Now here's Takeuchi. Lopez to Sinclair. Sinclair plays out wide now. Right to Madsen. Tried to get it back to Harry. Taken away by the Lakers. Rios. Touches wide for Swan. Now out wide across coming in, and it's deflected off of North Georgia for a Laker corner. Crossed in. Kempfer punches it away. Lakers still still trying to attack on the end line. Nighthawks trying to defend it. And it's cleared upfield. North Georgia can try and counter here. Just missing the touch was Lopez. Now North Georgia looks to get things going up the middle. Corlett 2-on-2. Out wide to Josh. Josh, one touch with the right foot, gets it back across the top of the 18, and the ball will be played over by Clayton State. One of the best opportunities of the night for North Georgia. Now running onto the ball for Clayton State is Odiambo. Rios. Ball bounced around and cleared away by Walsh. Foul going to be called on Clayton State, as the clock will stop now as we check on the down Nighthawk. Oh no, actually it's a down Laker back at the top of the 18 on the other side. A minute and 20 left here in the opening half, where it's been all Clayton State. It's McElroy who is down. Back on his feet now. It looks like Clayton State going to make a substitution. As McElroy will walk off holding his hamstring. Clayton State brings on Anthony Hyde. Nighthawks try and cross it, and it goes across the front of frame, but nobody there for North Georgia. It'll be a North Georgia corner. As there's a minute remaining. Lopez to take this one. Sends it in, headed down by Copes. Comes back out to Lopez in the corner. And it'll roll out for another corner kick. Take it in. Walsh got something on it. Ball loose atop the 6. Nighthawks trying to find some space. Touched out to Madsen. Madsen takes a shot. It's high. Might be the final kick of the opening half as we're in the final 10 seconds. LaShawn taking his time, and that will be the end of the first half. 2-0 your halftime score. Clayton State leading North Georgia here from Dahlonega as we take a break on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sonia McClain, broker of Red Rooster Realty. Come check out our new location. It's this old farmhouse built in the 1930s that we were able to preserve and yet still turn it into our new office. We are a full-service real estate company. We work with buyers and sellers and would love to speak with you if you are in the market. Our new location is 80 Bell Street, Hiawassee, Georgia, or you can give us a call at 706-896-1225. We look forward to speaking with you.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can. And then they push harder, because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
All right, Joyride Beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high though. Hi. Hey. Oh my God, there it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. I'm good.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as it's 2-0 in favor of Clayton State at the break here at the UNG Soccer Complex, Lynn Cottrell Park. Take a look at the first half stats. 7 shots taken by the Lakers, 6 of which were on goal, as they've just been firing on Benjamin Kempfer, who's made 4 saves so far tonight. Nighthawks 15 fouls to the Lakers 8. 2 corner kicks for each team. 16th minute, it was Isaac Pimenta from Delgado, and then 23rd minute, it was Gio Rios with his 5th goal of the year from Brad Kay and Lewis Green, bringing us to our 2-0 score. When you take a look at possession, 60-40 in favor of the Lakers after 45 minutes of play from Dahlonega. At this point, we're going to take you back to Thursday night when we inducted Cicely Tolliver-Gordon into the UNG Athletics Hall of Fame.
Cicely Tolliver-Gordon was one of the most prolific scorers in UNG women's soccer history, finishing her senior year tied for the single-season record at UNG for goals scored with 18. Her 7 game winners in 2014 still stand as the most for a single season in program history. In total, Tolliver-Gordon ranks 5th all-time in career points, 5th in goals, and 5th in assists, and ranks 3rd all-time in program history for game winners. She was named First Team D2 CCA All-American and Third Team United Soccer Coaches All-American in 2014 after winning Peach Belt Conference Player of the Year, Golden Boot, All-Conference, and All-Tournament Team honors. Tolliver-Gordon was a 3-time All-Peach Belt Conference honoree, as well as an All-Academic Team member during her final season in a North Georgia uniform. Welcome, Cicely. It was great to be able to watch the video intro there. I know brought back some memories. But before we get into our visit, would love to offer you the floor if there's anyone that you'd like to thank or comments you'd like to make.
Yes, absolutely. First, congratulations to all the other inductees tonight, and especially to Miss Lindsay Reeves. Thank you so much for your dedication and commitment to all of myself and to all of the athletes at UNG. To my family here tonight, my parents are both here, my husband Andrew, my sister and her husband, and then both of my in-laws. Thank you for supporting me through everything. To my former teammates, they're not here, but there's no I in team, and it takes a village. So without all of them and without all of my coaches, Coach Chris Adams and Stacy Balaam, I wouldn't be here. So thank you to everyone.
Absolutely fantastic, and thank you for sharing those thoughts. You know, when you look at the number of times that your name still appears in the career record book, a phenomenal career. I know impossible probably to pick out one particular memory of your time here because of so much success here at North Georgia. But I'm going to ask you anyway, if there was one thing that stood out from an athletic standpoint, what would it be?
Probably my favorite game was coming back from Columbus at Columbus State. They were our rival for several years and definitely had our number. So to be down and then come back and win that game was huge. And honestly, I can't remember. I think that was my junior year. But then we ended up seeing them again in playoffs. So to at least get one win, they ended up beating us in the tournament, but to at least get one win that season was huge. So
anytime you beat Columbus State, it's a good day.
Yes, exactly.
Curious, what was a part of bringing you to North Georgia to begin with, to start your athletic career?
So Coach John Harvey actually was who recruited me to North Georgia. And honestly, when I came on my visit, it just felt like home. I had been a couple other places, and I don't know, something about North Georgia. It just felt comfortable. I just gelled with Coach Harvey, who ended up leaving. I didn't actually play for him, but I still love Stacy, who replaced him, and Chris, obviously, as well. But yeah, it just felt like home.
You were part of the very first women's soccer team to earn a spot in the NCAA Southeast Regional, and you scored a goal in that very first game. Take us back to that, if you would, and talk about how that experience, the success of that team, really played a huge role in establishing the foundation for the soccer program here.
Absolutely. I honestly don't remember that goal. I wish I did. I remember the ones that I missed. I could tell you all of those. Those stay in my brain still to this day. Every PK, everything that I ever missed. But that team was special to be a part of. It really was a blessing, and we gelled off the field as well as on the field, and I think that was a big part of our success that season, was just honestly loving each other. We hung out all the time, and it led to success on the field, and hopefully it was a stepping stone. I feel like it was a couple years prior to our team, honestly, that kind of started, but hopefully it was a stepping stone, and North Georgia will continue to perform better and better than we did that year.
It's interesting that you mentioned the chemistry that you had on that team, and we heard Rick allude to it earlier, the lifelong friendships and bonds that are created. And I know that that's a huge part of enjoying an experience as a student athlete. When you talk about how that helped you on the field of play, I'm sure there were times where that also helped in the academic end of being a student athlete. Talk about that.
Yeah, so kind of time management, like y'all were talking about earlier, it's huge. And honestly, I got better grades in season than out of season because you're just on a regimen and you have to do it. But we would study on the bus. We'd be doing note cards, all sorts of stuff through dinner, team dinners, all of that kind of stuff. So it really does. And honestly, it's probably a little bit of competition too. We competed on the field, but then whoever got better grades, you wanted to beat them and be on honor roll too. So it helped in the classroom as well.
If you could name one thing that you gained here in your time at North Georgia that transitioned into life after college, that's made an impact on your life, what would that be?
I would say just hard work, honestly. Being a student athlete isn't easy, and I think real world isn't easy, and I wish, we were talking about it earlier, I wish I could go back to when I was like worried about one test that day or something like that. But I just think that the tools that you gain as a student athlete, no matter what career or what field you're in, it's going to benefit you, and that hard work and time management and just everything, honestly, makes you a better employee and just a better spouse, family.
Back here in Dahlonega, second half underway. As North Georgia trying to attack Alejandro De Viena into the game for the Nighthawks after the break. as Blashawn knocked that one down. With Georgia working that far side now, trying to score early here in the second half and make this competitive. Throw in on the far side. Lopez going to send it in to the feet of Campora. Campora working. A cross comes in. Headed back across frame, but it'll be a goal kick as it was out of play. Odier tried to keep it in bounds, but could not get to it quickly enough in the air. Ituria fouled. Clayton State puts the ball back in quickly. Far side now is Takeuchi. Here's Ituria. Tried to thread the needle, and Walsh cuts that off. Finds Galterio, taken away by Rios. Rios earns a throw. Galterio will clear this ball back out of play. Lakers trying to work that far side. Now here's Walsh. Jimenez plays it to the far side, and Copes. Copes going to chip it up, looking for Campora and Lopez. Lopez trying to race forward. And offside going to be called? Or is it a foul? It's going to be offside. Nighthawks trail this one 2-0. 50th minute. Daviena up the touch line and couldn't keep it in play. It'll be a Laker throw-in. Clayton State will trigger it in with McElroy, who's back in the game. Good to see that. Just a cramp, it looked like. The way he was walking and holding the hamstring, you had to fear that it was something worse, but back on the pitch, looked like just a cramp, maybe a Charlie horse. Lopez working towards center circle, gives it over to Santiago. Jimenez going to play a long ball looking for Daviena and played it a bit too far toward the end line, and Blashawn will settle it in the 18 and just hold it there until Odier comes to give him some pressure. And then roll it quickly out. Near side now, Walsh trying to keep this ball in play and does. Here's Odier. Plays it back to Santi. Now the Nighthawks will work back to Kempfer. Jimenez. Odier. Great defense by Clayton State. Ball centered up. Let go through there did North Georgia and Campora. Clayton State takes advantage now. Here come the Lakers up the far sideline. Play on, says the referee. Now Copes draws the foul. Clock's going to stop. As North Georgia will have a yellow card issued to Santiago Jimenez.
Yellow card issued to number 18, Santiago Jimenez of UNG.
So Jimenez with the yellow card. That is his third of the season. Out for a throw, and the clock will start. Out for a Laker throw-in. Well, Georgia wanted the foul there, didn't get it. Nighthawks trying to force a turnover deep in Clayton State's end. And Odier going to get called for the foul. Now here come the Lakers up the far side. A beautiful ball thrown forward for Clayton State into the 18. Pressuring to the 6, and Copes does well to deal with it. Corner kick coming for the Lakers. That was Gio Rios who stormed forward. Now Rios will go over to take this corner kick. Far side. As you see Clayton State setting up their set piece. Sent in. Kempfer likes to stay on the ground as Walsh heads it away. And now North Georgia sends one upfield looking for Odier. Tries to get position. Unable to do so. Clayton State will concede a throw-in. Walsh steps out of play to trigger this ball back in for the Nighthawks. Looking for Odier, and it's just been very frustrating for the Nighthawks. Rios, top of the 18. Rios takes the shot. Great save by Kempfer. Still in there for Clayton State, though. And no whistle as Clayton State wanted a foul inside the 18. Not going to get it. Odier tripped up. Ball goes to the far side now for North Georgia. Santi. Good touch out wide for Galterio. Victor sends it in. Ball loose, and Clayton State able to get away with it. North Georgia wanted a handball, didn't get it. Be sure to join us Wednesday night right back here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as nationally ranked Young Harris comes to town for a Battle of Blood Mountain matchup. 5 p.m. kick between the Mountain Lions and the Nighthawks. Men's soccer action, Peach Belt Conference standings as well. That's coming up on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Starts our week of nationally ranked opponents coming in as Flagler on the women's side. Galterio takes a shot wide left. On the women's side, Flagler coming to town on Saturday. Take on Kaylee Ralton's Nighthawks, who are currently riding a 7-game winning streak for the first time in 4 years. They look to make it 8 straight on Wednesday when they take on Lander. Here's Lopez with the shot and a good save by Blashawn, punching it over the crossbar. It'll be a corner for the Nighthawks as Kevin Lopez took it away and tried to go quick score. It'll be a corner kick for North Georgia. Allen Carr on the near side. And they're going to tell the Nighthawks to go to the far. So Santiago Jimenez will take this one as Allen Carr doesn't get to take it. Santi sends it in, back post. Walsh with the header. It's high and out of play. That allows for Clayton State to make a substitution. Back into the match is Isaac Pimenta. Now here's North Georgia, Allen Carr. Lopez let it play through. Galterio has to keep it in play and does. Victor sends a long cross in the direction of Odier. It goes over his head. Nighthawks playing with a bit more enthusiasm and energy here in the second half. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the UNG Bookstore, located beside Starbucks in the Chestatee Building, downtown Dahlonega. '59th minute here in Dahlonega as we approach the hour mark. Daviana taking off the ball. Clayton State sets to make another substitution. Brad Kay back on in place of Joe Conway. And the Lakers have a throw right below us. Trying to get it into Kay up top. One of the best strikers in the league. He has the ball now at the top of the 18. Flag stays down. Tried to pass it backwards to Ituria. Ituria gives it over to Pimenta. Cross is taken away, but only back as far as Robinson. Shot taken, and it goes wide to the right. That was Gio Rios who tried to rip one at the near post to where he was. Far post from where we sit. As Kempfer takes the goal kick. And a foul going to be whistled on Clayton State. It'll be a free kick for the Nighthawks right at midfield. North Georgia running out of time. And whistles now as a yellow card is going to be shown, it looks like. So the yellow card issued to Lewis Green. The clock at 27:53. Green's fifth caution, and I believe that gives him a suspension the next game due to accumulation. Clock starts on the kick. And the ball goes in the net! Gustavo Alencar off the free kick.
UNG goal by number 8, Gustavo Alencar. Your new score, UNG 1, Clayton State 2.
Alencar with a moment of brilliance. As it went over the head of Galterio. We'll look at it here in a moment. But the Nighthawks have brought it back to a goal. Is that what North Georgia needed to get a little bit of energy into this match and draw a level? Let's take a look at it. As Alencar just sets up, sends it in with the left foot. Believe that LaShawn thought that Odier was going to get ahead on it, but Odier not tall enough on the jump. As the Nighthawks take a 2-1 lead. So now, this game much closer and a lot of time now left for North Georgia. Odier takes the ball away, but doesn't get very far as Clayton State just going to send this ball toward Kempfer and hope that he makes a mistake. He did not. The ball played to the near side now. Ball sent deep on the far side as goes out off of North Georgia. It'll be a Clayton State throw. Walker McCreary, the entire NSN team on hand for this Peach Belt Conference matchup. Alan Carr going to try and lead a break. Tries to get through a couple of defenders, and the ball played perfectly there by Takeuchi. Too heavy for Kevin Lopez to keep it in play. It'll be a Clayton State throw in. They trigger it back in pretty quickly. Delgado now on the ball. So he gets it from Rios. Now played out to the near side. Cross goes in from Lewis Green. It was chested out of play by Daviana. UNG Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel, located just off the square in historic downtown Dahlonega. Thrown into Green. Green going to send a cross in, headed toward Kempfer, and Kempfer makes the great save as Brad Kay got a shot there on goal. Here come the Nighthawks. Santiago tries to get it up to Campora. Campora races over the ball to earn possession, passes it out wide to Alencar. Alencar trying to make some moves. Now out to the outside. Daviana, cross, back post, headed down, and it'll roll out of play for a goal kick as the Nighthawks tried to get something going there. I believe that was Campora, and it was. Again, North Georgia seems to be the better team here in the second half. Clayton State's had their opportunities, don't get me wrong, but North Georgia seems to have cleaned up their play and also more efficient when on the ball, as they try and take the free kick and get it off of Alencar to give a time-wasting, maybe a card to Alencar, but Alencar moved out of the way at the last second. It rolls out for a goal kick, and now North Georgia will bring on a substitution and Paige Sinclair back into the match. Nearly midway through this second half, and North Georgia has drawn back to a goal deficit. Here's Odier. Donovan still on the ball, top of the 18. Quadruple teamed, had it taken away, but it comes out to Galterio, who takes a shot, and it's high over the crossbar. Clayton State earns a throw in. Green going to be the one to take it. Headed by North Georgia. Sinclair down to Walsh, who tries to send it upfield for Odier. Donovan, a couple of touches. Left-footed shot. He's tripped up from behind, and he's not going to get the call. It'll be a goal kick. Pleading his case, but not going to change the mind of Brandon Adams. Played up. Jimenez trying to set, or actually that's Campora. Campora out wide to Alencar. Gustavo sends a low cross in. It's dealt with initially. Odier now has it top of the 18. Passed back out to Daviana. Sends a cross to the back post. Galterio unable to get there off the first, but keeps it in play on the second. It's out off of Clayton State for a Nighthawk throw, far side. Galterio wanted to take it quickly, but instead elects to slow things down. And a free kick going to be given to North Georgia. Kevin Lopez takes the free kick. Comes down in the 18, but Clayton State able to deal with it. Now Sinclair's got it. Page plays it back to Russell Young. Young chips over the top. It's dealt with by Clayton State, out for a Nighthawk throw. Again, it feels like North Georgia knocking on the door of the equalizer. Feels like it's coming. Clayton State playing very much so on their heels now as North Georgia is starting to really attack, and now a corner kick comes for North Georgia. See all the numbers in there for Clayton State as they try and deal with the onslaught here by North Georgia. Alencar to the far side. He'll take this one. Takes it short to Sinclair. Sinclair going to fire from distance. Paige Sinclair is wide to the left. Great set piece there by North Georgia. Sinclair had some time. Was unable to make it work. Now here's Blashon. Sends it down pitch. Walsh going to send this ball back up. Campora tries to make something happen with it. Now here's Lewis Green. Over the top, Brad Kay. Kay into the 18. He tries to send one with the right foot. It's wide right. And North Georgia with a goal kick this time. Ben Kempfer will take it. Kempfer sets to take the goal kick off of the right boot. Alencar up to Odier. Donovan to Alejandro Daviana, the Jefferson native. Good ball to Odier in the corner. Donovan tries to cross it in. It's out off of Clayton State for a Nighthawk corner. Alencar will come over to take it again. Sent in, and Blashon jumps up and snags it out of the air. Nighthawk Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network, brought to you by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Nighthawk Athletics. Campora trying to make something happen. Touches to Lopez. Lopez, 18. Still on his feet inside the 6, and Blashon just jumps on the ground on top of it. And now rolls it out quickly. Out for a throw. Lakers in front of their technical area. Played back for Delgado. Now Rios gets it into Ituria. Ituria takes a shot and finds the net. Three to 1 Clayton State as Alexis Ituria scores the goal for the Lakers. And now dire times for North Georgia. Back underway. North Georgia's really got to start putting something together here.
Stepping up for UNG, number 22, Marvin Rodas.
Rodas into the game for North Georgia. Replaced Lopez on the far side. Clayton State 3, North Georgia 1. As now Clayton State starts to park the bus a little bit. As they'll try and cling to this 3-1 lead and try and escape Dahlonega with 3 points. North Georgia that close to scoring. And again drawing back to a goal. Corner kick coming for North Georgia. Alan Carr sets to take it. Sent in and Blachon easily handles it. Clayton State, if they were to get the win, they would improve to 4-2-1 on 13 points and would take second place. As now a yellow card issued.
Yellow card issued to number 12, Gabriel Campora of UNG.
So Campora will get the yellow card. Number 3 on the year for him. Nighthawks currently on 6 points. At 2-4 in conference play. 1 point back of Georgia Southwestern, who sits on 7 at 2-3-1. Young Harris, the standard bearer thus far, 7-0, 11-0 overall. They sit on 21 points. Well clear of anybody else in the league. As ODA tries to make something happen through a pack of Lakers. And Blachon will boot the ball away. Foul going to be called on Alan Carr. Fouls piling up for North Georgia tonight. In addition to two yellow cards, it's 18 fouls on North Georgia. We are about to enter the 80th minute in Dahlonega. Again, back with you here on Wednesday on the Nighthawk Sports Network as Young Harris comes calling. Battle of Blood Mountain. Young Harris got the first one on the other side of Blood Mountain. If they are able to win the second matchup of the year, it would all but assure them the men's soccer point. Of course, not official until postseason comes through because they could meet in the Peach Belt tournament and then potentially the NCAA tournament as well, which would give you two more matchups. North Georgia can draw closer to a potential point or a half point with a win on Wednesday. As a foul going to be called on Joel Copes. And now cramp behind the play for North Georgia as the clock's going to stop for those training staff to come on and check on the down Nighthawk. Ball put back in play as Alan Carr able to get up, and now substitutions for both teams. Niall Swan and Junior Odiambo will come on for Clayton State. Santiago Jimenez steps back on for North Georgia. Clock at the 10-minute mark. Out for a Nighthawk throw right below our broadcast position. And a foul going to be called on Alan Carr. It'll be a free kick for Clayton State. They put it back in quickly. Here's Delgado. Played wide. Odiambo. Center of the park now, Robinson. Chipped back into the corner to Odiambo. It's a bit too strong as offside is called on Clayton State. North Georgia will try and hustle here. Kempfer. Off of the free kick. Played wide for Rodas. Rodas trying to get it back in to the center of the park, unable to do so. Copes trying to keep Kay off the ball, able to do so well. Here's Gustavo. Tried to get it up to Galterio. Now Copes steps in again. Joel chips it into the corner, trying to find Marvin Rodas. Played well by Takeuchi, but it's out for a Nighthawk throw on the far sideline. Quickly triggered back in. Gustavo. Now here comes Clayton State trying to push forward for another. Played forward for Odiombo. Odiombo. As it's kept in by Kempfer. Out for a throw in for the Lakers. Here's North Georgia. Shot taken and a rocket. But it's wide right. That was Campora who took the shot. As Lopez going to step back on for Rodas. Brad Kay has it taken away from him by Walsh. ODA taken down hard. Foul called on Clayton State. Jimenez takes the free kick quickly to the far side. And a foul given to North Georgia. Clayton State will have a free kick. Clock stops now. As Allen Carr trying to work the cramp out. It'll be a Clayton State free kick once we're able to get started back. Continue to check on Allen Carr. Young Harris defeated Flagler earlier today 4-0. As Allen Carr back on his feet and walking off. Georgia Southwestern and USC Aiken scoreless, 32nd minute right now. Down in Americus. So Allen Carr able to walk off under his own power. Good sign to see. The clock back underway here. Nighthawks brought on Muad Sabaya. Muad sees his first action of the day. Crossed in, and ODA tries a flying kick. It's toward goal and saved there by the Laker keeper. LaShawn has done well tonight. Has allowed just the one goal off the free kick from Alencar. ODA tries to chip it over the top. It's headed down by Clayton State, but only as far as Sabaya. Now out to Daviana. Alejandro, headed by Lopez, easily saved by Blashon. Clock under 4 minutes left. North Georgia needing 2 goals to tie. Out, and the clock will stop for a Laker substitution, as Sam Robinson will go off. And the Lakers will bring on Mehdi Benaissa. Free kick coming for the Nighthawks. Mehdi Benaissa, junior from Sisteron, France. Gualterio chips it. Gualterio's shot saved. Ball sent over the top. Kempfer slaps at it. And now we'll get back in goal as Clayton State presses forward. Rios sends one back post, headed away by Michael Walsh. It'll be a corner. So it'll be in the near corner, as you see Clayton State taking their time getting over there. They take it short. It goes out this time for goal kick. North Georgia will make a substitution quickly. Daviana coming off. And Harrison Wright back on for North Georgia. Trying to get a little more offense in the match with 90 seconds to play. Sabaya couldn't keep it. Now racing to the corner is Odiambo. It's out for North Georgia throw. So under a minute to play here in Dahlonega. Clayton State looking as if they'll complete the season sweep of North Georgia. ODA gets it to Harrison Wright. Harrison's touch a bit heavy. Out for a Nighthawk throw. Wright throws it in really quick, and it's dealt with well by the Lakers. Now here's ODA. Crossing it in. LaShawn punches it away, and Clayton State can run out the clock here. Just dribbling the ball around is Delgado. He chips it over the top, and the ball will be sent away from the defense. And Clayton State will take another shot late, and that'll do it. The final score is Clayton State 3, North Georgia 1. And that's a loss for North Georgia that drops them to 5-6 overall. For the entire Nighthawk Sports Network team, I'm Walker McCreary signing off. We'll see you Wednesday as North Georgia welcomes Young Harris to the UNG Soccer Complex at Lynn Cottrell Park. Until then, good night from the Gold City.